Hello and welcome to a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play. I'm just going to start one off. You guys at home, if you've not played the game or you want to sort of follow along or do something, I don't know what you want to do. You just install Lazy Noob Pack. You can get it from Dwarf Fortress mod site or on the Reddit site. It's on the side there. Pretty easy to install. Just download it, unzip it, install it. For this Dwarf Let's Play, I'm going to use SoundSense, which is there you go, on the screen, loaded, and I will use Dwarf Therapist. No point loading at the moment because I haven't got it running. I haven't got Dwarf Fortress running in the background. SoundSense, you need to link to the gamelog.txt file. As you can see there, it links to my G drive. Gamelog.txt. So, without further ado, let's load Dwarf Fortress. So we're going to get straight in there. We will create a new world, actually. We won't use one of the old ones. We'll create a new world. So I'll try and talk you through the creation, because a lot of people that start this game, this is the instant stumbling block. You're like, what the hell is going on? So you come straight away and you're like, create world, and if you've never played the game, you don't know what the hell this is all about. Best thing to do probably would to go for a small size world. If you want a quick creation, a fairly short history, medium's fine on a short world. If you go to the large worlds, it will take forever to create. Even on, like, you can have the super fast, craziest computer in the world and it will still take ages. For now, I'm just going to put mineral occurrence on frequent because I want to show you guys a fairly simple map. I'm not like the best in the world at this game. I've got a rough idea. I've done it before, I haven't played through 0.34.11 if I want to get precise. I haven't really played that one a great deal, other than getting my ass completely kicked by undead and vampires and all sorts of crazy stuff that happens in this game. So we're just going to go with that. We're going to keep it all on medium, have that on frequent. Let's go. So if you guys are at home doing the same thing, all I did, press Y, and that's a go. And you can see, here it goes. SoundSense music kicks in, and it's creating the world. There's my world. You can see it here. This is the world. And you can see it in the corner here, it's going through the years, and what it's actually doing is creating massive amounts of history, legends within the world. There's all sorts of crazy amounts of text that go into this game in the background if you really want to look at it. For now, I'm not going to bother though, because we just want to get playing. So the music kicks in. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud over my voice. In fact, if you want to just play with the SoundSense settings, it is just here, and you can play around with the volume, but it looks like it's not crazily loud. I'm going to drop it down because it's actually pretty loud in my ears, but hopefully it doesn't affect the recording too much. Anyway, so press enter to accept. It saves off the world, goes off to the generator, goes back to the main screen once it sorts out offloading units. And there we go, and it's going to jump back to the main screen. So anyone that's just started this is like, what happened? What did that do? I don't know. If you've never played it before, you won't have this continue playing. That's because I've got a game in the background. But all you want to do, start playing. Region 6, that's the world we've just made. There we go. And Dwarf Fortress. You can go adventure mode. That's another different type of mode. What I'm going to do for this one is the Dwarf Fortress mode. That's the classic mode that everybody knows. You can see I've got my screen maxed. I'm using XSplit to record this, by the way, which is where you can see sort of everything going on as I go. So, there's our world. It's a bunch of blobs to you. I'm using the Phobos graphics pack, so it's got a bit of a texture to it. Normal ASCII mode is completely crazy to do. I didn't learn it like that. Sorry guys, anyone hardcore watching this, tough. I'm just not that hardcore enough for you guys. What I am going to do is going to use find desired location. You can see it down the bottom here. Press F. So what we're going to do, we're going to set out these settings. Clay soil, I'm fine with whether it has it or not. I can sort out some industry off the back of that if we need to. For you guys at home, yeah, let's just go multiple metal, multiple deep metal, multiple shallow metal. That's fine. River. Should we go for a river? Oh, go on. We'll try a river. We won't have an aquifer. That's going to be a little confusing to explain plugs to you. Maybe sometime in the future I'll try and help that out, because that's sort of more advanced techniques. You got to plug the soil to clear out. If you don't know what an aquifer is, it's basically a bit of rock that just spits out water just constantly, basically. Indefinitely, basically, is the word I'm after. We can leave everything else the same. I'm not too worried about it. I probably won't go for an evil biome regardless, and just press enter to search. So what it's going to do, it's going to zip around this map. You can see the big X's, and it's going to say there's only really 2 locations available. So press escape. Now you can look at those 2 locations. Yellow is where your cursor is. This is where I can control it with my cursor keys, up and down. And you can see this corner in the box area is zipping up and down. actually got two really good areas. But it is a brook, and that's a stream. It does worry me that maybe it's going to have a thing. But actually, this looks a really awesome area. There's not a great many trees. The vegetation is moderate. Surroundings are calm, so it's going to be pretty much pussy territory. And then just tab through so you can see what's nearby. So you can see there's goblins that are aggressive towards you. You've got dwarves and humans that are quite happy with you. It's going to be called the Lucky Stockades of Civilization. You can see by the area here, you've got the elevation level. So you can see it's around about medium. It's not too bad. Shows the cliffs indicator around here, and you can see we're pretty much on the flats. It's 0s, 1s and 2s. So there's no cliffs at all here. So we're on completely flat ground. So I'm happy with that. We're going to go and embark and say, are you sure this is your only warning? Yes. Now you can get different types of warnings here. You could get, say, things that are saying, if you've not got a river nearby, it will say, are you sure? Because there's no river, so there might not be free-flowing water around there. You could have salt water, which creates a whole different area, because obviously you can't drink salt water. Even the dwarves can't drink it, and there's all sorts of problems that could get created. So, and it will say if it's evil or something like that. It will give you a warning. It'll say, are you mental? This could be like an evil biome, and you're really not going to survive it. Some people out there are complete veterans of the game will go for it, but we're not going to bother that. So I press enter, and as you can see, I've got the Lazy Noob pack installed, so you can just go with the straight Lazy Noob pack if you want. I kind of want a fisherman in there. I'm tempted to go for the Mayday, because yeah, I kind of want a fisherman in there. Yeah, I'm going to go with a fisherman. Actually, no, I'm not. No, you know what? Fisherman I can just create on the fly. Let's go with the Lazy Noob pack. And actually, it's allowed me to go straight to it. I've got 50 points available. I could explain this to you though, because I'll try and explain it quickly, basically to you. So what this has done, it's created. These are your 7 dwarves here. These guys here. This is your 7 dwarves, and you can see they've got points in them. So this guy at the first guy here, you can see he's put points into miner. Now down the bottom here, you can see you've got a point value. So if I was to say put 1 into that, you can see that costs 5 points to be a novice woodcutter. Put another one, it costs another 6 points. Another one, 7 points. So it goes up incrementally. So you can see that what the person that's created Lazy Noob Pack has basically set you up a default set of skills for your dwarves. Now, if you don't know what the hell this is all about, don't worry about it. You can look in more advanced tutorials on the Dwarf Wiki, and if you're not sure what the Dwarf Wiki is, I can bring that up. It is dwarffortresswiki.org. Very easy to find. And honestly, this website you'll have open in the background permanently when you play this game, because it's just a limitless resource in the background that you always need. What I am going to do, because we've got 50 points available, you can press tab and you can go through the items that you've got here. What I will do is just use up those 50 points, because it looks like it's taking away any fish that I would have on there. So I'm going to press N for new. We're going to have fish, and we're going to have some cave lobster. Why not? Let's go cave pond turtle. Pond turtle will do. And I'm just going to put a bunch of pond turtles in there. So all this is doing, I'm just sticking a bunch of food on there, basically. Make sure my guys are quite happy. Fortress name, well, I'm not really that bothered, but Death Helm sounds pretty good. I'll go with that one. That sounds pretty awesome. Name of the group, the Entrancing Lancers. There you go. I've got a lance, and it's entrancing. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to press E, and I'm going to embark. That was a very quick embark. Now you can go. There's so much detail in that embark that people can use various just different setups you want. Say if you're in a evil embark or something like that, or a savage embark, you may want a warrior to begin with. I'm not that worried about that, so I'm not going to go with it. So instead we're just going to go straight in there, and it says you have arrived, blah 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 blah, all sorts of text in this. There's Tarn and Toady have put Tarn and Zach have put such a fantastic amount of work into half the text that's in this that honestly, it passes me by sometimes, but sometimes when you read it, you just think, wow, that's pretty awesome. If you like the RPG sort of stuff or role-playing, I don't know, you might love it. But Strike the Earth is the main one, and we are creating Death Helm. So, game starts, and I'm going to pause it there, and I'm going to jump to the next Let's Play, because that seems a reasonable point to cut it off. I don't want to go too long on these things.